been outstanding.
And a big part of this weekend for the players is just getting to hang out with their peers in a non-competitive environment. I think, Clark, that I heard Freak was invited to relax with some of the big guns.
Yeah, it was Freak, Curry, Harden, and Davis all hanging out this All-Star weekend. As much as these guys compete on the hardwood, it's kind of nice to get together within the fraternity of the league and just enjoy each other. Doesn't happen a lot, but it's kind of cool to see when it does. He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Now, here's Rubio. Not a lot of room. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Now here's Muhammad. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Now the feed to Levine. Top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And it's Pekovic missing. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And Minnesota has possession. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Levine kicks to Pekovic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. The Heat leading by 4. Freak with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And that one's good. Wade's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Pekovic kicks to Rubio. Pekovic with a screen. Here's Villanueva. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Freak with it. He picked up 39 points in the last one against the Rockets in Houston.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
No luck, and Minnesota will come the other way. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Now here's Freak. He's got 8. Whiteside sets the pick for Freak. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Clock at 6. Here's Levine. Wade is covering. And the jam by Levine.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now, here's Wade. 9 points last game. And Freak throws it down.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Wade outside. Here's Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 15 points for Freak.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your...
I think Doris Berger for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game. Pass to Whiteside. Fires from deep. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from Freak. Freak's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Rubio. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Well, Heat leading by 12. Lots of room. And it's Freak missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Screen by Villanueva. Rubio dishes to Villanueva. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered by Deng. And Muhammad gets to Villanueva. Good. Villanueva's got his first bucket in this one.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Bosch, that's good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Levine. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Muhammad, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary, they haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
And count it. In for the Timberwolves. Muhammad comes in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. Wade comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Freak subbed in for Goran Dragic. On the court for Miami here in the second. Freak in at point guard. Whiteside is out there with Johnson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard. Here's Freak after the made shot by David Lee. Right side a screen. Freak passes to Winslow. Johnson left side, fires it up, and there's another one for the Heat. Timberwolves trail by 5. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Luol Deng is checked in for Joe Johnson. Here's Muhammad, powered down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send the message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now here's Freak. He's got 20. The dish to Whiteside. There's the pick. Freak. And again, Miami with the triple.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Now the pass to Whiteside. He dishes it to Freak. And the Heat, another 3.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points. in the open floor.
And it's the Heat on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Now here's Freak. 28 points for him. Tang dishes to Freak. Rebound by Bielitsa. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Levine. 10 points for him to end the run. And Whiteside sends it back. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Levine. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Heat.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And stolen by Freak. And here come the Heat again. Miami with the fast break and the basket by Wade.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to the Rockets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He finished with 39 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Now, here's Wade. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Bielitsa. From outside the arc, and that one's good.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big guy.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. The drive by Wade. 6 to shoot. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Good. Freak's got 30 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Villanueva. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Levine, good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And